Assalamualaikum and good day to Dr. Irwan. First of all, I would like to introduce my group mates, Muhammad Luqman Al-Hakim, Zaris Shauki, Ayuni Azira, and I myself, Siti Nur Nadia. So today Ayuni and I are going to present about the founder from McDonald's. First of all is McDonald's background. In 1937, the McDonald brothers started into the F&B business, which located in Monrovia Airport. In 1940, was first McDonald's restaurant was launched by the McDonald's brothers. Few franchise of McDonald's were born in 1953, which in 1954, Ray Kroc discovered McDonald's and bought the right to franchise. In 1955, Ray Kroc opened his first franchise of McDonald's. And in 1961, McDonald brothers sold their rights over McDonald's to Ray Kroc, who later started to expand the business. So next is the 3 operations management critical decisions. The first 3 is managing quality. In this point, we need to understand customers' quality expectation, where the quality of customer service is needed, which is the needs and the wants of the customer are constantly met together. The second one, introducing the new system to meet customers' expectations. And the third one, putting trustworthy person in charge to oversee the operations. Next is adhering to the standard operating procedure SOP. And next will be good quality of staff, and lastly maintaining food and beverages quality, where they have set to continuously make a product improvements. So next is process and capacity design. First thing is introducing new workflow to adapt to customers' expectations, reducing the cost for beverage without compromising the quality, control environment of the process flow, and reliable supplier. As we all know that in this point, efficiency for cost minimization is to support the company's strategy. So this is the last point for critical decision, layout strategy. First thing is good office layout of positioning the workers at the right station with right flow, residing on the right workflow of the restaurant, fully utilizing all necessary resources such as space, people and equipment, providing safe environment for employees to work, and having good interaction with customers. So in this point, basically we know that McDonald's use practicality for this decision area of operation management strategy involve maximizing space utilization in restaurant and kiosks rather than focus on comfort and spaciousness. So the next main point is the challenges faced by the owner. So first point is introducing new system to customers. In 1940s, most restaurants had their staff to take orders from customers in their cars. When the McDonald brothers introduced the takeaway system, their customers were not happy with it. They did not understand why they had to go out from their cars to buy their meal. So the brothers had to explain on the new way to order their meal by getting out of their cars and making their orders. Eventually, their customers started to understand this new system and it became successful. Second point is inability to get the right person to manage their franchise. The McDonald brothers tried to franchise their own restaurant in 1953. However, they could not get the right person to manage it. Every time they would find their quality of food and beverages at their franchise restaurants not following of their standard quality. Hence, they became very reluctant with the franchise business until Ray Kroc came. And the last point is not having the same goal with Ray Kroc. So, Ray Kroc was more interested in growing the business and making money, while the McDonald brothers preferred to look into their restaurant quality. The differences between the two became larger over time, which made them to have more disputes. They often had arguments as Ray Kroc would always give them new ideas and they would mostly reject them. So at the end, Ray Kroc managed to buy their rights over McDonald's and continued to expand the business.
Steps the McDonald's did to make operation more efficient. Firstly, having new system. In 1948, McDonald's temporarily shut down their business to have a new approach in their business, which is their focus on their best-selling menu and having fast food system that they call the speedy system. So from this, McDonald's tried to increase the efficiency of their staff work by putting their workstation at the right place, and this was to ensure their flow would run smoothly and able to provide a meal set to customer within 30 seconds. Secondly, looking into problems customers are facing. McDonald's brother knew that drive-ins was popular, but the waiting time is too long, and they also know that the other restaurants not only made their customers waited long, but also gave wrong order. So from this, McDonald's brother decided that to look into their operation and build new concept for their customers to ensure customers' satisfaction. Lessons learned from the movie. Firstly, persistence. The movie shows how Ray Kroc was very persistent throughout the movie. Even when he was working as a salesman, he never gave up and would go to each place to sell milkshake machine. And when the first time he met with the McDonald brothers, he continued breaking through their wall in getting them a signed contract with him on his rights over managing franchise. He never stopped giving up in the business even when he was struggling financially, and in addition for that, he kept on looking for ways to expand their business. Secondly, brand. Towards the ending of the movie, one of the brothers made Ray Kroc in the bathroom for the reason he did not start his own business. Instead, he insisted on franchise. And from this, Ray Kroc told him that starting his own business with the same concept was little as it would not have the same McDonald's which sounded American and could entice customers. The brothers failed to realize that it was their name or brand that made the franchise to sell, and they also failed to realize their value to which Ray Kroc was able to take advantage of. Third, going out from comfort zone. The brothers ultimately lost their business because of their fear of losing control over the quality of the restaurant. They would hesitate one of most of the ideas that Ray Kroc had given them, and the McDonald brothers were also comfortable with the pace they were at. Growing business majorly was not their main concern and being too abandoned of the quality but did not manage to think out of the box. Strategies for restaurant business owners to run businesses during COVID-19 pandemic. Share tutorial and live cooking show. We know that currently